to some more back to head. It's your boy TC Smith. Welcome back to part 2 of my YouTube tier list. Now, it would have all been in one part, but we all know how iMovie is if you make it in iMovie. So, just a quick little recap. In last week's video, we covered 4 channels. We covered Marshy, who had F tier. We covered Young Lucia and Back to Hale 1. This channel, which were placed in E tier currently. And then we had our B tier, our highest ranking one, which is Harrison Vlogs. So, who are we going to have in today's video? Well, watch and find out. But we do have a few controversial decisions. Let's get straight into the video. Now, we're putting in C tier the next contestant, which is XL.DRE. I don't know how to say it. I'll just call it X.DRE. Don't know why not. Don't know why, but let's call it X.DRE. So X.DRE, the person who does this, he goes to my university. He's in my football team up there. Well, the Future Elite training program, and he does the editing for someone who will appear later in this list, or he helps with it at least. And I think they appear in both of each other's videos, and I think his videos are well edited, very well edited. Personally, a lot of the videos just aren't for me, and some of them seem to be a bit repetitive, but I can see why other people enjoy them. But I just don't see him as good as Harrison, but still a solid C tier choice. So go check it out. So yes, X.DRE, which is not his YouTube channel name, is in C tier now. Despite me knowing him, I also knew a lot of people on this list personally. And despite him being the person I know currently, if that makes sense, like the others, like, are people I used to know and hang out with, where Andre is someone who's in my football team, so obviously I know more. I can't be personal about this, and even so, even if I was, he'd still be in C tier. It's just the facts. But I still think he's got good editing and good content. It's just not my type of content. And I've watched a few of the videos, and some of them just seem the same. I mean, one literally started off the same for a bit longer, but still, I gotta give him credit. It's up there better than my channel. You know, by 2 things. Anyway. Up next, we have a channel which is a very small channel. Now, I don't know this person personally. They've just got a small channel. Say small channel, it's more than Marshy and Young Lisha. It's got 24 subs, I believe, 23, 24 subs, around that. And before we get into it, remember, this is my personal opinion. And now this channel, very small, recently started. I think it's been going for like 7 to 10 weeks, something like that, where all the other channels have been going for at least a few months. I think the youngest channel apart from this channel is Marcus's, the Young Lisha official, which has been going, I think, for around 3 months, 3 to 4 months, maybe longer. No, I think it's been going longer than lockdown. It was before lockdown it started. So, it's the youngest channel. It's got more subs than 2 of them on this list, but it's very small compared to a lot of the big ones on this list. But it is about geeky things. It's got songs, and it's just got music with geeky things on, you know. Talking about Percy Jackson, which is one of my favourite books. You know, it's my favourite book series, and I'm going to say this now, in my throne, you know, because I'm always right, and I'm in charge. It's better than Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings put together. The book, not the channel, the books. And it's talking about Disney Plus, but it also does a few Lucifer things here and there. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? Now, as I just mentioned, this channel, Camp Geek Squad, it's got 24 subscribers. It's a pretty decent channel. It's mainly focusing on geeky stuff, so if that's not your stuff, then obviously this channel isn't for you. Its editing isn't the best, but it's no better or worse than mine, to be honest, for what it's doing. Obviously, it's a different type of editing, and it's more focused on geeky things. And I have to rank it above me because it's more consistent. This channel has uploaded every week via one since it started, between round 4, half 5-ish, I believe. Where obviously I don't do that on my channel, so with consistency and the type of videos, if I had to pick which one I'd watch out of all of these so far, Camp Geek Squad would be the type of videos. Would I watch it at Camp Geek Squad? Some, maybe. Others, not so much. But it has just started, so it is a really young channel, and it's doing very well considering it's only been up for a few weeks. So I had to put it D tier because it's not quite the same as anyone in C or B tier at the moment, so it has to stay in D tier. But that's still very good for such a young channel. We're moving straight on to the next one, which is Yapstar, who has got football videos and a few gaming here and there, but it's mainly a football channel, and he also plays for my university. He plays for the first team, if I'm not mistaken. He is a pretty good footballer, and if you want to see how good, well, check out his YouTube channel. It's quite simple. I believe it's got the most subs. It's got like 3k subs, which is insane. More than anyone on this list currently or futurely. And it's got decent editing. I just think some of them are too much the same. I'm not quite sure what keeps it. I just think maybe the editing or stuff. Sometimes the lighting. To be honest, I'm not quite sure. Like the others, I know what's holding it back. This one, I'm not too sure what's holding it back. Maybe a few tutorials here and there. But still, a very solid channel. And it might just be that I haven't given it enough time yet. So as I said, who knows? In a year's time, it could be an E tier or it could be an S tier. We'll have to wait and see. Now, I just did two next to each other. They're both, one was a small channel, one was a channel I've seen a few times actually, and I was actually in one of the videos, the electric shock, where I just got back from feeling ill and an injury. So when I stated I'm the best keeper, I clearly was not. But it's still a fun video to be a part in. And I'm hoping if he's still there when I go back at uni, if I go back this year, that he's there so we can do a collab, a few football collabs and maybe a few other collabs. We'll see what we can do. Who knows, maybe me collabing with him will make him go up a ranking. We'll never know. But the next one is the one I know most of you are going to be looking forward to, because most of the subscribers has known there's been a little bit of beef here and there between me and the next YouTuber. Now the next YouTuber is JJ's Oakwood's Adventure. JJ Explores Oakwood. No, it's JJ's Oakwood's Adventures. Never really guess. I always get those two mixed up. Completely different channel. And I believe he's made a second channel recently. Either that or someone stole his name. Now he has 1.17k, something like that. Which was mad to think that a year ago I was celebrating hitting 200 subscribers. He was on around 300. Look how fast both of us have grown. This channel is now on 551 subscribers. That is a huge increase from 200 in 12 months. It's like for this size of the channel and with the things we were doing. And his channel went from 322, I think it was on, going up, pushing up daily to being on 1.1k. Now he hasn't grown much in the last few months, and there isn't not many people have because of coronavirus, but even before that I think he kind of just stopped, and I've heard that he's been thinking of stopping a few times. Well, in fact, I've known he's been thinking of stopping. Now, every now and then, you know, we have beef on the channels and we have beef, and currently, not sure if he's okay with me saying this, we're not really friends. We're not at each other's throat, because what's the point anymore? We've agreed that, but we're not like talking on a regular basis like maybe we were. I'm cool with him. I mean, I still think some of the things he's done in the past is a dick, but to be quite fair, he thinks it of me. And to be quite fair to him, he is right. I've done dickish things in my past. You know, we're human, we mess up. But so I promise you that isn't affecting what's going to be on this ranking. This is just a bias. This is not a biased opinion. This is solely objective. Just like if he was still my friend, I wouldn't bump him up or down. It's all going to be the same, in my opinion. Now, he's quite famous for his Oakwood videos, but I think his channel is a bit over-reliant on them. Excuse me for getting how to breathe. I think his channel's a bit over-reliant on them, and I think his fans just are obsessed with it a little too much, and I think so is he. They're great videos, don't get me wrong, good videos, strong videos. Are they type of videos I'd like to watch on a weekly basis? Not really, but I still can see why, and I still enjoy the occasional one. And I still go back and check them here and there. Now I think my biggest problem with them is he doesn't show enough. What's the word? Of him, enough YouTube personality. You know, he doesn't have a YouTube personality, and I'm still finding mine, to be quite frankly. But he doesn't show enough of him in those videos. And same with when he does airsofting, which I think those two things I think should be the staple of his channel. And in this time of Corona where we can't, I think he should be still uploading, and I think he should be doing live streams like he has been doing recently, to be fair, and maybe Q&As or things like that, which he has been doing, but maybe reactions, maybe tier lists of different things he enjoys. Tier list of the rides at Oakwood, boom, there you go. But having said that, you cannot deny his editing. I think him and Harrison have the most editing out of this list, and I think then it's followed by Andre. But that might just be my personal preference, my personal opinion, and he has good content. And he has pretty good content, and he has some of the most consistent high views. I'm pretty sure while some of the channels have more subs than him, well, in fact, I think 3 channels do. Andre, Harrison, and Yappy. I know Harrison and Yappy do, I'm not too sure about Andre's channel, but I know his channel is still a very good channel, but I think he's a better editing, but I think he's the most consistent high views. He has so many over 1k things between 1, 3, 4. I think he's even got one on like 7k now, something like that. Not sure, go check it out. All of these people, their link will be in the description. Well, in this video, a few of them are going to be in the link description below. I'm not going to do all of them, because why not? I might do, I'm not sure, saying that. But anyway, as I was saying, I think he is the most consistent high views. Now I think a few hundred of them are from him himself to check what it's on, and to be honest, lots of people do that. I now check via YouTube Studio, so it won't increase the views on it, so I can get a more accurate representation. But a few hundred when you're on a few K, when you're on 3k, 1k isn't much, is it? It's barely anything. So yeah. But having said that, where am I going to put him in this list? Stick around and find out. So after everything I said, I think he ranks in C tier. Now why? The only reason he hasn't got B tier, and it's the only reason, is his over-reliance on going to Oakwood. And I believe if he did a few more different types of videos, he could become more consistent and get that higher tier. But I think it's really holding him back. But having said that, I do think he's higher on the tier than Andre is. And who knows? He could be higher or lower next time. But yeah, my personal opinion, and don't think it's an attack, it's just based off my objective viewpoint. I think he's C tier. We need more of him personally, little less reliant on Oakwood and consistent uploading. Having said that, I know I don't upload consistently. Just like the last video, I have to end it on my iPad. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any different opinions, please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I've been your host, TC Smith. This has been Bad Hair. Until next time.
You go. I've scared you. I've said too much. I'm hopeless and awkward and desperate for love.